Good morning, friends. It's Monday. So nice to see you. Time for the 3-card weekly reading. Before we get going, I want to say thank you to Claire C. I'm looking forward to all the exciting classes in September. Me too. And you know what? I've been letting you know all, past week. September 1st, Thursday, September 1st, we have a class. You know what? I haven't been mentioning, but it's true. We also have a class tomorrow evening, Tuesday, the 30th. So the last class of August is Tuesday, and we're doing the final 7 major arcana cards. So that completes that series of 3. If you haven't seen the other 2, it's perfectly okay. You don't have to watch them in order, but we'll be doing Devil through World and how these are the cards of spiritual enlightenment. So join us tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern. On Thursday, we're doing Tarot Venn diagrams, 7 p.m. Eastern. So 2 classes, count them, 2 classes. This week, I hope you can come to both. If not, of course, please do watch the replay. You've asked for more classes and more tarot meetups. I am delivering. And you know what else I'm going to deliver? I'm going to deliver your 3-card weekly reading and cards for the week ahead for all who request. And I see a lot of you getting your requests in right now, so I really appreciate that. I want to say thank you so much to Lisa Harmon for the super sticker. Really appreciate that. Oh, goodness gracious. Tarot Destroyer has found us. I thought we blocked that person. Let's see, we're going to hide that person on this channel. And we are also going to put this user in timeout. And we're going to report this user. All right. Cool. Okay, and I'm going to have to start making moderators. Some of you have volunteered, so we'll be working on that as well. Okay, very good. All right, not going to let that person piss in my Cheerios this morning, you? I think not. All right, I do want to say thank you to all the members. You can tell who the members are because their names are in green. These are people who make a monthly commitment at 1 of 3 levels to this channel. If you want to explore membership for yourself, you need to know 2 things. Number 1, well, maybe 3 things. Number 1, you can choose between three levels. Number 2, there are perks at every level. And number 3, you can always stop. You can always stop being a member and continue to be a subscriber, and I will still love you. Oh, and number 4, being a member and super chats and super stickers do not skip you ahead in the line. They just cause me to be really appreciative. Super chats and super stickers, you can be a member as Claire C. and Lisa Harmon are. You can be a member and give super chats and super stickers, but you can also just be a subscriber. You can be anyone here. If you want to show your appreciation for this broadcast or for something that I say during this broadcast, you can make a super chat or super sticker of any denomination. It's all appreciated. Absolutely. All right. Denomination, is that the right word? Because that also means that's a religious thing too, but I think it's also a financial thing, but I could have just used the wrong word. I don't know. And if I use the right word, it's really funny that amount of money and what religion you are have the same word. Is that true? Am I wrong? Am I right? All of a sudden, I'm really confused about the English language, which is a weird thing for me to be confused about because usually I'm not. But here we are. All right. So back to my series of these are really beat up cards that I have used professionally in the past. Connolly Tarot. This is a U.S. games deck. Really popular. I don't use it anymore, but I thought I'd bring it out. As you can see, I have beat the crap out of this one, and I've probably gone through a few others as well. I have to say, back when I first started reading, there were not a lot of options in terms of the characters on the cards. You would expect that they would be white. You would expect that they would be heteronormative. You would expect that they would be young, pretty, and skinny. Now, we have all kinds of peoples that look like us in our age, our size, our orientation, our race, all of that. And so for working with clients, I really prefer to use those cards that are so much more inclusive. But for the sake of history, Connolly Tarot was a deck I loved a lot in the 90s, and so we're using it today. And Lisa Harmon, thank you. I am right about the word denomination. It can mean amount of money, or it can also mean which religion you are, like Methodist or Presbyterian or Catholic. And man, I'm going to be musing on that for a while. English language is fun. All right, let's get going. So nice to see all of you here. And I see all the requests coming in. I will take them in the order that I see them. But first, we'll do 3 cards for the collective. And as always, when we look at the collective cards, and as you're waiting for your card, listening to other people's cards, please, 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 if you hear something that resonates for you, take it to your own heart. Take it to your own spirit. That's how these group sessions work. That's how collective readings work. If it doesn't resonate for you, let it go. If it does resonate for you, take it to your heart. There it is. And let's see what we got going on here. And lots of love for the babies. Really appreciate that. I'll be posting some more pictures later on. Last night, the babies had their first outing beyond going to the doctor, which they do every week. They had their first outing, which was to go to my mother-in-law, their great Nana, so that we could take a picture of 4 generations of godettes. My mother-in-law, my husband, daughter, and the 2 babies. And this was the first time that Nana got to hold the babies, and she cried. It was really touching for her. And for all of us, it was really a very nice time. And the babies just did splendidly. Of course, daughter and son-in-law dressed them in really cute outfits, but, put some time into that because they're aesthetic like that. So it was really fun. It was really cute. All right. Here we go. 3 cards for the collective. What do we see for the week ahead for all of us? Lisa, I could make a lot of jokes about money and religion, right? Yeah. And Pamela sounds like a tarot blog exploration, right? Right? And 5 of Pentacles regarding denomination. Seriously. All right, here we go. 3 cards. The Fool. The 9 of Swords. And the 8 of Wands. Where are we going? What are we doing? Are we happy? Are we worried? Man, what an interesting spread is this. So this is our collective spread. Tell me how it resonates for you. So here we are with the opportunity for new beginnings, new possibilities, new journeys, with some sense that time is moving very swiftly, that we need to kind of make decisions and figure things out quickly, but at the same time, so much weight upon us. So much emotional weight. And there is this choice between, can we acknowledge the things that really hurt? Can we acknowledge the emotional weight and still be joyful on the journey? Can we do that? Can we make decisions based on the possibilities in front of us rather than making decisions based on the fear and the hurt of the past? can we look at how time is passing, acknowledge it, acknowledge the hurts of the past, and do better for the future? Can we do that? And what can we do this week to move forward in that direction? And this is an interesting thing personally. And I have to tell you, and you know your Tarot Fairy Godmother does not like to talk about politics, because I want, no matter what your views are, I want you to feel included at the table here. But it's really hard for me when I see these 3-card readings not to think about politics. And of course, here I am in the United States, and frankly, here I am in freaking Florida. So it's hard not to make this be really political, right? Where we think about all the damage that has been done. And yet, how do we go forward? We could make this be about coming back from, genocide, coming back from slavery, coming back from environmental devastation. And how do we acknowledge, but then also go forward swiftly without making that be sort of, we suck, because people can't deal with that. But that's also true on a very personal level. We all have pain in our past. We all have hurt in our past. And some of that will inform our decisions going forward. And, what is the healthy way to have that inform our decisions going forward? Well, won't be doing that again. We're going to do it differently this time. But let's not be afraid to move forward. Let's not be afraid to try again. So that's what shows up for me personally, politically, whatever. How does that resonate for you? What do you think? And Yolanda has joined us. Yolanda, thank you for being a member, and happy birthday to you. Let's give you the birthday noise. All right. So let me know how that resonates for you, and let me then start with some individual cards, starting with the first person I see, which is Von Ray. Von Ray, thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using a members only emoji. Looking forward to meeting you in person. We're counting the days now. It's coming up soon. Can we take a selfie? Looking forward to it. All right. Here, Von Ray, is a card for you. The Lovers. So does that mean you're going to meet a special someone this week? Could. Whether that's a friend or a romantic interest or whatever. It could also be this week. It could also be this week about figuring out what fits into your life and what doesn't. And how does it fit in your life? What do you want in your life? What don't you want in your life? What do you resonate with? What don't you resonate with? And so this card can work on a lot of levels because it's about relationship. Not just romance, but all relationships, and not only your relationship with people, but your relationship to particular things and particular energies. You get to choose. And so think about that this week, that you get to choose. You can't always choose which people you're going to be around or what you have to do in the course of a day. But ultimately, you do get to choose what you will entertain in your life and what you won't. All right, have a great week. And Von Ray says yes to the selfie, hallelujah, and also that the 3 cards resonates personally. Horse Van Dun likes my political commentary, right? And nice to see you, Horse Van Dun, so nice to see you. All right, let me scroll on back. And the next up is Mystics Haven, so nice to see you here today. Good Monday morning to you. Here is a card for you. The Knight of Pentacles reversed. So, I wonder if you have some time off this week, actually, if you're going to take some time to yourself. And if that's the case, that's fabulous. Otherwise, this week may be sort of figuring some stuff out about work and money and how you want to go forward. There may be some things going on regarding work, money, physicalities, some of the mundane stuff in life that is not serving you, that is not going forward the way you like. This week you may think about the changes that you want to make there. So let me know how that feels to you. Amber A, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Amber A, the 10 of Swords reversed. So feels like this week, like it feels like you are getting over some difficult things. There have been some upsetting things going on for you recently. And this week, you're really going to take stock of that. You're really going to figure out what has been hurtful, what you can fix, what you can't fix, how to heal, and how to move forward. So it's not the easiest, but it is really necessary. Oh, and Lisa Harmon says these cards, the 3-card weekly reading could be about me personally working on financial issues on my property. Makes sense, right? And that's such a good lesson in like how we can take these cards, see the energies, and apply them in different ways, which is such an interesting thing to do when you're doing a reading for yourself or for someone else, because it could be, you know, it's about this one thing. It could be it's about all of these things, right? So it's a good exercise there. All right, Jake. Nice to see you, Jake. Thanks for being a member here. We appreciate you. Here is a card for you. Look at you, the Knight of Cups. So this week you may be planning a trip. This week you may really be thinking about love and opening yourself up to love romantically. This week, you may be making more of an effort to be loving towards yourself and loving toward others, just as my newsletter last week suggested we do, even more loving toward yourself. So, beautiful thing. Teresa C., so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members-only emojis. First day of school for the entire household. Oh, my goodness gracious. Let's see. Here is a card for the week ahead for that first week of school for the entire household. Let's see what we got. The 4 of Wands, this bodes so well for you. I know that it is a lot for you to be responsible for your own education and the education of the people in your house. But you got this. You absolutely have this. This is going to be stable. It's going to be fine. You've got this. You've got the right help. You've got the right knowledge. You are in very, very good shape here, and just feel that, feel that sense of stability. When we think about the 4 of Wands, it's really fire in a box, isn't it? So it's creative, it's passionate, but it's stable and structured at the same time, which is really kind of cool. All right. Claire C., so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here, and thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. And now that more people are here, just want to remind everyone, we actually have 2 classes this week. Tomorrow evening, 7 p.m., the final 7 major arcana cards and how they are the journey towards spiritual enlightenment. So cool. And then Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Venn diagrams and tarot. So much fun. So join us for both classes if you can. If not, make sure you watch the replay. All right. Claire C., my friend. I shuffled. You saw me shuffle. And you got the same card that Jake did. So this might, for you, also be about planning a trip. The Knight of Cups, knowing that you are dealing with cardiology and figuring all of that out, I think this card bodes very well for that. I think this may be talking about dealing with yourself in a more loving way, being more loving towards yourself, and making that a focus this week. Martha Vink, so nice to see you. Here's a card for you. The Tower reversed. Well, Martha, what an interesting week you're having. Okay, there may be some things going on or some things coming up this week that you're really not liking, that you're really dreading, that are really upsetting you. The Tower reverse says, yeah, that's true, but it's not going to be as bad as you think it is. It may be the worst is already over, so be prepared. But do not be prepared and do not be anticipating that things are going to be horrible. It's okay. It's okay. It will not be as bad as your imagination makes it be. Marion Newbury, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for being here today. Here's a card for you. The Two of Pentacles reversed. So Marion, you got a lot going on this week. You're going to be super busy. And it's going to be hard to know exactly where to put your energy. So be really, really clear this week about what your priorities are. Excuse me. And do not, Marion, do not feel bad about not being able to clone yourself and be in a million places all at once. That's the thing. That's the thing. All right? Okay. Oh, Jake, there's a new Connolly back that's different than this. I did not know that. I'm going to have to research that now. I like these backs, to be honest with you. Just looking at some of the comments, Maya, nice to see you, Maya. Thanks for being a member. Looking at the 3 cards, I see it as speaking to my husband, who's trying to make drastic decisions through childhood trauma. Gotcha. Sending lots of love to him. Katie and Jeannie, thank you both for being here, and thanks for being members. Loving the image of fire in a box. Yes, absolutely yes. All right, so nice to see all of you. Back to the list, and it's time for Carrie Dunnick. Let's see what we got here. Here we are, doing the shuffle. Who's cringing now? All right. Carrie Dunnick. Alrighty then, 5 of Wands. This week could have some interesting collaborations, some interesting conflicts, but some opportunity for you to really think about your trajectory creatively, spiritually. There may be a particular project you're working on that presents some difficulties. There may be some personalities you're dealing with where it's hard to manage. Don't let any of that get the best of you. Use the energy here to really think about, for you, creatively, spiritually, and career-wise, what is your direction? And how are you going to get there and be strategic? All right, Nalini, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Card for you and Brad, most certainly. Thank you for love for the babies. Oh my gosh, they are so cute. It's getting easier to tell them apart too. I mean, obviously, since they are of different sexes, you could certainly tell them apart looking at them when they have no clothes on. But they look a lot alike, you know, especially in their baby form. They look a lot alike. And now you can really see what the differences are. And their parents will even say, you know, yeah, they look a lot alike. And their parents have told me their tricks for telling them apart, you know, when you look at them quickly. So it's really fun to watch them develop. All right, Nalini. Starting with you, Nalini. The Hanged Man. You know, this week, focus on where you can make a change, where you can make a difference. Don't worry about what you can't do. Worry about what you can do. Okay? Do not spend time bemoaning loss. Do not spend time upset with situations you can't control. Just take control of what you can. All right, Brad. Let's take a look at you. Brad, 4 of Swords. So I feel like, you know, this is a real call for your personal healing. Now, this is not me saying, oh, Brad, you're really screwed up. Because you know what? We all need personal healing at certain times, and this comes up for all of us at certain times. But it's coming up for you right now. Where do you need to retreat inward and figure out your stuff? Where do you need some time apart? Where do you need some time away? Where do you need to focus on your own personal healing? These are things that should be a focus for you this week. Okay, Lisa Harmon, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. And thank you so much for the super sticker. Really appreciate it. Here is a card for you. Look at you. You're the second one to get this today. The Lovers. So Lisa, this really speaks to, it could speak to the people in your life. It could speak to the relationships you have with different people in your life. It could speak with the relationship you have with money, with your property. It's all about how you position yourself, what you allow into your head and not, what you allow into your life and not, you choosing how you're going to handle things. And so you need to really shepherd yourself this week to have all the relationships with people, with things, with energy, with time, everything, to have all of those relationships be shepherded by you under the guidance of Spirit. That's your homework. Let us know on Friday how you did. Hey, Amy Emberhart, nice to see you. Glad you're here. All right, Kristen Louise, thanks for joining us. Just a couple of other comments about the collective reading from Marion. The collective 3 cards remind me of Amanda Palmer's song, Drowning in the Sound lyric. My children are so heavy, but I pick them up and run. Intense, right? I love that. Thank you. Thank you. Katie, can't wait to see what the Wonder Twins do when they grow up. I know, right? Right? Pamela Phillips, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. The collective truly related to me as a caregiver, seeing my mom fade into the past, but still relating to her in the present and how to move forward with all of this. It's amazing, right? And it's such a good exercise for us all together. Look at the same 3 cards and say, okay, how does this apply to you? It's a great exercise, isn't it? All right. Let's scroll back. I'm trying to scroll back and forth more so I can keep on top of the current conversation as well as manage the list. And I think so far I'm doing a good job, but let me know if I'm not, right? All right. Maria Barisi, you're next up. A card for you. Anthony and Kim. Kim is still up north with sketchy internet. And of course, we know Kim's a member here, so we really appreciate her. We appreciate all of you, Maria and Anthony. All right, here we go. Starting with you, Maria. I'd love to know what's going on with your house sale. Last I knew, you had an offer, or a bid anyway, and it looked like there could be some issues with that, but see what happens. Let me see what happens for you this week. Maybe that will give me a clue. 3 of Pentacles. So it looks like with all the things you need to do, whether that's about getting the house ready or selling the house or whatever it is, it looks like you're doing it. It looks like you're doing it and you're doing it well. Very excited. The focus is on doing what you need to do, recognizing you'll do it well, and recognizing how much this is going to be appreciated by others as well as by yourself. So very well done. Okay, Anthony, 9 of Wands. This is going to be a little bit of a tough week for you. I feel as though you're really, you've got your foot in 2 places. On one hand, you are still very much healing from the past and healing from losses you've had. On the other hand, you're really trying to feel your way forward to create the life that you want to have. And there's a lot of barriers and anxieties and upsets to all of that. Allow yourself time to heal from the past. Allow yourself time to heal from your loss. And be careful, but when you're being guarded, when you're being careful, try to think about whether that's a trauma response or a smart response. It might be both, but you got to ask yourself, trauma response or smart response? All right, taking things too seriously this week. Really try to chill as much as you can. So having this be a week of exploring fun and being youthful and having a good time, and I hope it is. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, Jeannie Mnuchin, you're next. I need to say thank you so much to Katie Kondo for the super sticker. Really appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. And thank you for being a member, Katie. Okay, coming up next, let me scroll back up. Jeannie Mnuchin, thank you for being a member here. Happy Monday and well wishes to returning teachers and students. Yes, indeed. A card for the week. The sun, the sun, the sun. So exciting. I wonder how your performance went on Saturday. Did that go well? Was it Saturday? It looks like it might have done. As we look at this week going forward, you know, there's something about the sun that really, you know, reminds me to remind you to let your light shine. To recognize that you've got skill, talent, creativity, humor, things that you want to share with others, and you got to let it shine. And this week, whatever you're going to be doing, you're going to be doing that or working toward that, allowing your light to shine, allowing yourself to be seen and acknowledged. So, let's get her going, man. That's fabulous. Gemini Sun, so nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Oh, yes, and thank you for yesterday. For those of you who missed it, because I took my mother-in-law to get a pedicure on Thursday, we did the Tarot Topics Weekly Newsletter recap yesterday, Sunday, 3:30. It was an interesting one, probably worth watching some of the replay if you weren't here. Interesting enough. So please do that when you get a chance. And Gemini Sun, here is your card for the week. The Emperor reversed. So you got to look at, like, in what way are you feeling unstable? Are you feeling emotionally unstable, financially unstable? Are you feeling unsupported? Are you not happy with the structure of things around you? Are you not sure how to move yourself forward to be the leader you want to be? These are the things that you must think about this week. And see, this is the thing. With a card that is less than ideal, rather than seeing it as a prediction, I really like to look at it as, okay, these are questions you need to ask yourself. These are things you need to work on. Now, to be fair, another thing with the Emperor reversed, if you have a living father, father-in-law, grandfather, you know, uncle, whatever, this can be an issue with an older gentleman. So if there's something there you need to watch out for, please do. But it is so much about the structures in our lives. And so I think that's what you want to be thinking about this week. All right, Smile Soul 20, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Here is a card for the week. The Queen of Cups reversed. You know, I feel like there's a lot of things that have been making you sad. And I think some of it, is, some of it I think is the love life. I think you really are looking for your queen and haven't found her yet, and that's sad. And I've been predicting for a long time that you would. When you do, I'm taking credit for the prediction no matter what. But I think this week you want to look at the things that are making you sad and figure out, you know, what can you do? Because you are naturally a happy person, Smile Soul 20. So what can you do to find your happiness no matter what's going on around you? That's really the key. And Maria, yes, I did pull a card for Kim. It was the Knight of Wands, suggesting travel and having fun on her travel. Anthony got the 9 of Wands, sounds similar but different, suggesting healing and not being too defensive. And you got the Three of Pentacles, about which you say the house is hopefully going to the contract. The buyer wants to proceed. His attorney has the paperwork. Thanks for all you do. Well, congratulations. I'm excited about that for you. So yes, I did get all three of you. And Jeannie says the performance went well. That is fabulous. Very, very happy to hear that. Okay, let's get back and see who's in line. Okay. Chara, it's Chara Saddlemeyer. Nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members only emojis. A card for you and for Lucian. You got it. Yes, indeed. Starting with you, Chara. A card for the week. Strength. So, there may be some things that will be challenging this week, but I promise you, there is nothing that is going to happen this week that you don't know how to handle, that you don't have the strength to handle. You got this. And you need to know you got this. I think maybe you doubt yourself too much. And this week, I want you to really work on not doubting yourself so much, please. All right, Lucian. I've been reading for your siblings recently. I feel like I haven't read for you in a little bit. So, here we go. The Nine of Pentacles. Lucian, this week it's really important for you to feel secure in yourself. Feel secure in who you are. And I recognize you're at an age where that's changing all the time. Who you were yesterday and who you'll be next week, it's changing. But there is a core. There is a core in each of us that we always are, that person we always are. Hang on to that. Feel confident in that. Feel strong in that. Feel capable in that. And on a social level, when it comes to people around you, if they're doing crazy stuff or whatever, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. In the long run, if you can be strong and true to yourself, you will have good friends. Arlette, so nice to see you. Here's a card for the week for you. I'm glad things are feeling a bit on the upswing. That's good. That's exactly where we want them. All right, here we go. Arlette. So the Tower is an interesting card, right? And, I joke about it because it's the card none of us want to see. But sometimes it's exactly what we need. You hang on to that upswing. The Tower is not always a predictor of bad news. What the Tower says is if something is built on a faulty foundation, it will not be able to stand. And this week, you may figure some things out about something in your life that has been smoothed over. Veneer is on it. But we're going to pull back the veneer. We're going to see what's there so that you can really fix the cracks in the foundation. So don't be afraid of this, but recognize that perhaps as part of this upswing, you are going to have to address some things that you've been avoiding addressing. So not the most pleasant, but will help you on your way forward, I promise. Hey, Pamela Phillips, hope you're doing well. Nice to see you. Thanks for being a member. A card for you and one for your daughter. Yes, indeed. Here we go, Pamela Phillips. This is for you. The 10 of Pentacles. So, this week things may be especially difficult taking care of your mom. And or there may be some other family stuff going on that is a little bit difficult. However, remember the strength of your family connections. Remember that you have everything that you need. And know that your ancestors are with you, guiding you and helping you. But at the same time, know that there is ancestral trauma as well. Whatever trauma our ancestors experienced is literally in our DNA. It is literally with us. We have the memory of it. It's with us. And, depending on a person's bloodline, if you had relatives, ancestors in the Holocaust, for example. Or if a person had ancestors who were enslaved. Or, whatever. I mean, most of us somewhere along the line had ancestors who went through something. That's in you. Do not react from that space. Be aware of it, honor it, but do not react from that space. Think about what you know about your own ancestry. Think about what that trauma is and how that might be informing your behaviors and reactions right now. Make sense? Let me know. Let me know if it doesn't. That's the thing. All right. Betty Flesher, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Knight of Swords reversed. So that's an interesting one for you, Betty. It may be that there is a way, that you are not trusting yourself. It may be that you don't know how to move forward right now. It may be that you don't have time to, or don't feel like you have time to do the things you want to do. I'm worried that you're being hard on yourself. So I want to turn this right side up and welcome enough time, clear thought, clear direction, clarity, clarity, clarity. That's what you need this week. And I'm afraid that's what you don't have enough of. So work on that. I want to take a moment and welcome Donna Lynn as a new subscriber. Thank you so much for being here. Glad you're here. And Kristen Louise talking about these ancestral memories. Look into the research of Dr. Sapolsky. And apparently it's called epigenetics. I love it. I love it. That's so good. And Horst Van Dun, this is Connolly. This is the Connolly deck. All right. Very good. Let me scroll back. The next one I see here is Diana Price. Diana, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Starting the week with a bunch of insurance BS. Can I get a card to see if it'll get better, if I should go back to bed for the week? I hear you. Let's see what we see. Here we go. Diana, definitely do not go back to bed. I mean, you have to sleep some this week, of course. But I think things are going to get better. And I think, you have to really look at this. You have to look at your historical data where you go through all kinds of crap and it's so hard and it's so frustrating. But then you always muster. You always muster, you always figure it out, you always land on your feet, and you always worry you're not going to land on your feet. But you always do, and I think each time it gets a little better, a little better. I know it's not easy. I'm not trying to make light of it. But I want you to see your superpower in all of this. And I also want to say it's not always going to be like this, I promise. And so yes, is the week going to get better? Yes. And you have to recognize the ways in which you really do shine. Pamela's Insight, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. The Seven of Wands reversed. This week, spend some time with friends. Spend some time with people that you enjoy. It's a good time for collaboration. It's a good time just to hang out with people that you like. It's a good time to let the guard down a little bit and enjoy the company of others. And in general, I think that there have been some things in life that have caused you to get very good at defending yourself and feeling like you need to defend yourself. And sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. So learning, and I was saying this to someone earlier, it was a different card, but it was a similar card. It was the Nine of Wands. This is the Seven of Wands reversed. There's a similarity there where, when you react to something with defensiveness, is it trauma informed or is it wise or both? And try to think about that. Okay. Chantelli Till, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for you. Justice. So, This can be a card that would say, you'll be in a court of law or dealing with attorneys. So if you've got anything like that going on, it's a good outcome. But it's also about fairness. It's also about balance. And, this is a card that says you may need to speak out in defense of fairness. You may need to work to find balance in your life. But one way or the other, this week, this card predicts good and fair outcomes to things you've got going on. So pay attention to fairness, pay attention to balance in your life, but recognize it feels like things are moving in the direction of good fairness and good balance for you. Melissa Grosso, so nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being a member here. A card to start the week. Glad you enjoyed the pictures of the twins. I put up some new ones really recently, so if y'all haven't been to the community thread recently, definitely check it out. And I've got more to put up today. All right. The King of Wands reversed. Melissa. I'm going to make this be about you this week. It certainly could be about difficult men in your life, and there are a few. But I'm going to make this be about you. Do not let anyone take your power away from you. Do not let anyone make you feel disempowered. Be motivated, be enthusiastic, be excited, and be creative about all of the great things that you are doing and can do. And don't let anyone take that away from you this week or ever. Hey, Robin Renee, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. The Queen of Wands reversed. Okay, Robin Renee and Melissa, you got to get together and upright your royalty together, I'll tell you what. Okay, so Robin Renee, this week you may not be feeling your best physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You might be feeling your energy somewhat drained. Self-care. Let this be a week of self-care. That is super, super important for you this week. And remember your strength, remember your beauty, remember who you are. And Lisa Harmon says, remember to like this video. I appreciate that. Baby Cakes, it's nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Here is a card for you. We're having coffee and donuts this morning. I wish. All right. Here we go. Baby Cakes, the High Priestess. What a good card for you. So this week, really treat yourself with respect. This week, really find your balance. If you could spend some time in meditation, that would be great. In the study of something you find sacred and interesting. 2 tarot classes this week, Tuesday and Thursday, 7 p.m. each, just saying. But also pay special attention to doing things exactly the right way, to doing things the way they're supposed to be done. And minimal words this week. Enjoy the silence, to quote Depeche Mode. Do not feel like you have to explain yourself to anybody. If someone gets in your face, just walk away. Be in your own peace. Find your own peace this week. Powerful card. Julie Rogan, so nice to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being a member here. I don't know why, I was just thinking about you, wondering, would we see you today? And here you are, and I'm so glad that you are. Is it Monday again? Yes, it is. I will tell you that doing the 3-card weekly reading with y'all makes Monday morning a lot easier for me. I hope it does for you as well. So here we go, Julie. The Knight of Pentacles reversed. So is there something going on with tasks that you have to do, with a job that you're working, with, some of your obligations or the things that you got going on that you are not happy about? Are things not moving forward the way that you want them to? And there is this question. There is this question here. just about like how to organize your life so you're a little happier with the mundane structure of it. I don't know that you'll answer that question this week, but it's important to ask that question and be open to the possibility and let Spirit help you. Oh, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Pamela Phillips, thank you for reminding me. I forgot to do a card for your daughter. I'm so sorry. I'm going to do that right now. What you said about my card is so true. I've made many, many promises to my father who passed to take care of my mom. That makes sense. So you're reading a spot on. Totally makes sense. All right. So I'm so sorry I forgot your daughter, but here she is, and she is really an unforgettable person. So for this week, it's work and more work for her. And she may not feel like the work she's doing is going to help, is going to grow the things that she wants to grow. She may feel like she's doing some work that doesn't feel supportive to her or doesn't feel creative or whatever, but tell her to buckle in and do the work. It'll pay off in the end. Seriously. All right. Let me scroll back just a bit. Thank you everyone so much for being here. Okay. And Julie Rogan, you were the last one. That means that the next question I see is Jackie Masters. Thank you so much for being here, Jackie. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Here is a card for the week for you. The Sun has been a popular card. And you see, I'm shuffling like a mofo, but the Sun keeps on wanting to come up, and we are not going to complain about that. Jackie, for you, the Sun, this could be a very good week. You could get some great recognition for something that you do. You want to really stay on the optimistic side of things this week. Do you know the word pronoia? It's like the opposite of paranoia. Paranoia is the sneaking suspicion that everyone is plotting against you. Pronoia is the sneaking suspicion that everyone and everything is working on your behalf. This card, to me, for you, Jackie, says adopt the spirit of pronoia this week and recognize that things are unfolding in your favor. Hey, Kathy, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Here is a card for the week for you. Kathy, you get the Nine of Cups, of course, traditionally known as the wish card, the card of wishes come true. So there may be some great things that happen this week. It may also be a great week for thinking about what you want. What do you wish for? How do you make your wishes come true? What do you want to manifest? And really working on that energy of manifestation. So we want gratitude. We want to look for the wishes that are coming true. And we want to think about what you want to manifest going forward. Hey, Yatsuri Shop, nice to see you. Thanks for being here, Zuri. Thanks for being a member here. JF1 is the next question that I see. Thanks so much for being here. Here we go, JF1. The Lover's reversed, boo hiss. So this week, pay attention to your own self-esteem. If you find that you are, I haven't broken I haven't taken the seal off the swear container this week. Yet, so I'm not gonna. So if you feel like you're S-talking yourself, you know what I mean, bad talking yourself, stop. Don't do it. Don't talk bad to yourself about yourself. Don't feel bad about yourself in any way, shape, or form. Be a good friend to yourself, especially this week. That's what's so important. Christina R., so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. UN Karen Winkle, yes indeed. And of course, Karen Winkle is a member here. We appreciate that. We appreciate you. Hope you're feeling well and hope you're finding some solutions, Christina. Let's do your card first. Here you are praying for a clinical place to do your clinicals. The Eight of Cups. So what is it? Are you abandoning hope? Are you feeling abandoned? Are you having to go? You know, it might be that you will hear from the place where you would travel. It might be that. It's an interesting card. And what you have to do with this card is basically accept whatever comes. All will be fine. You will have a great career. There is no doubt in my mind about this. You will get your clinicals done. Everything will happen the way it needs to. But if you put all your effort, and just keep doing, like until the very last minute, put your effort into finding what you need. And if you find it, great. And if you have to travel to do it, great. And if it turns out that you have to do it, you have to push things back. If that turns out, I wasn't thinking it was going to, but now I'm not so sure. So it could go either way. Just be okay with whatever it is, because it will all unfold exactly as it needs to, and you will be fine and you will have a great career. Okay. Karen Winkle. Speaking of great careers, Karen's now, start beginning week 3 of your new job, I think. So, Knight of Swords, and moving forward, you are getting this quickly. This week is going to fly by. You're going to be working hard, having a lot of communication with people, doing a lot of stuff, doing a lot of right stuff, making things happen. And I think what you're going to find is that when you're working in an environment where people are working with you and appreciating you rather than sabotaging you, things go so much better. That's what I think. You got to let me know how that goes. Maya Starbucks, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using a members only emoji. Here is a card for the week. The Fool reversed. So the Fool was one of our cards for the 3-card weekly reading. It was upright. It's reversed now. Maya, you're going to have some decisions to make this week. Be very careful about how you make your decisions. Consider every potential. Consider every aspect. And if you're not sure, should I say this or not? Should I do this or not? If you really don't have to make a choice, sometimes just waiting is the right thing. Giving it space. Give things space. Give things time. Okay, Gemini Sun, a card for Raquel and Cassandra. Yes, I will. They are both members of this channel, mother and daughter team. People we appreciate very much. Let's start with Raquel. Raquel, 6 of Wands. This is a good week for you. You will be victorious in the things that you are planning and doing. So go with that and let it be creative and let it be fun and know you're doing well. And Cassandra. Knight of Pentacles reversed. This has come up for a few people. There are some things about your job and your schedule and the way things are going that you are not loving. I've been saying this for a while, and I'm going to say it to you again. You are equal to the task. You can make this work. It's okay. It's fine. If you want to change it up, if you want to find a way to change it up, you can start working toward that as well. The choice is entirely yours. You have that power. Okay, the next request I see is Kimberly. So nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Okay, Kimberly, here we go. Kimberly, the 8 of Swords. I got to ask you, where are you feeling stuck? Where are you feeling anxious? Where are you feeling uncomfortable about where you are? And what is really so about that? Is it something you're telling yourself? Is it the truth of something that's going on? Is it something you can fix? Is it something you can't fix? Is it just generalized anxiety? What the heck? It feels like there are some tough things going on here, Kimberly. And you're going to need to look at what is stuff you're telling yourself that isn't even true? What requires a shift in your perspective? And what requires you to make an actual change? Those are the things you need to be thinking about and asking yourself this week. Angelic Michelle, I want to thank you so much for being here, and thank you for being a member here. Here is a card for you. The 6 of Cups reversed. This week you may get a message or a phone call or have a visit with someone you haven't seen in a very long time. It may be a spiritual thing where someone from the other side, someone who has passed on, pays you a visit. Knowing who you are, I don't think that will freak you out. I think that'll be fine. It's also, though, about looking at the past, looking at your past happy memories, but also what are the traumas of the past that you can now heal from and let go of. So the week forward is a week where you're going to be dealing with a lot of energies from the past. Let that be a thing of joy and healing. Okay. Yolanda, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Happy birthday. Here's a card for your birthday week. So happy to see you here, Yolanda. The Two of Pentacles. So birthday or not, you gotta work, you gotta work, you gotta work. It's what you gotta do. And I think you're really thinking about, what is my right strategy for my career? You've made some career advances now. So what is the strategy going forward? And this is not saying one way or the other what you should do, but you should spend time this week thinking about your strategy going forward. All right. And should we do a birthday card for Yolanda? I think we should. Your birthday card, the Four of Cups reversed. This is an interesting card. What it suggests is that, as we get to a certain age, we don't think about birthdays the way we did when we were kids, but you've got so much in front of you that is good. You have learned so much, you have grown so much, and going forward into this new year, there is so much to look forward to. All right, and I want to say thank you very much to Pamela Phillips. Really appreciate the super chat, which is given in celebration of you and your beautiful family. Love the stories and pictures of your grandchildren. Thank you so much. And thank you for being an audience for that, because what grandparent doesn't like to talk about their grandkids? And Autumn Pond, thank you so much for the very generous super sticker. Really, really appreciate that. Oh my goodness. All right. All right, here we go. Katie Kondo is the next request that I see. Katie, thank you so much for being a member here. Thank you for the super sticker. Really appreciate it. Here, oh my goodness. Should it be that one? Is it that one? I'm thinking it's that one. Okay. All right. It's that one. Yay, Four of Wands. Katie, this week you're going to see that you are moving into new structures in your life that are going to bring you joy, that are going to bring you inspiration. Remember, fire in a box, man. You're making my nose itch. Okay. Fire in a box. Creativity that is controlled, but profitable and appropriate. So you're building the right structures, Katie. It's absolutely happening. All right. And let's see. Okay, and let's see. Oh, Kimberly, you are stuck and anxious with your job. Too much is on me and I'm tired of accounting. Considering esthetician school to work for yourself. I like that idea. Absolutely, absolutely. Okay. Maria, I understand why you merged Kim and Anthony together, because they were sort of similar. Because Knight, and even the way it sounds, Knight of Wands, Nine of Wands. Okay. Robin Renee, did you miss your card? Yes, you did. I think. Yes, you did. And I don't. Oh, I remember what it was. It was the Queen of Wands reversed. Self-care for you. Okay, here we go. Hang on, I'm sorry. I am just scrolling back, scrolling back, scrolling back. Scrolling back. Sorry. And for those of you waiting, I do appreciate it. Okay, so that was Katie Kondo. And the next request I see, Karen Hendershot, my good friend. Here is a card for the week for you. You're the second one to get this. 8 of Cups. So this week, you're going to have to really figure out what's important and what's not important. Where do you move forward? Where do you not? Where do you move forward and leave some other things behind? What's it time to walk away from? And what's it time to walk toward to? You get to choose certain things. There's some things you can't choose and some things you can choose. And so of the things you can choose, what are you going to have in your life? What are you not going to have in your life? Spend some time thinking about that this week. Hey, Steph, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for the week for you. The Emperor reversed. So, Steph, this week, you really want to look at the structure of your life, what's working for you, what's not working for you. I feel like there are some things going on. It may be job related, it may be school related, it may be family related, but some things going on that just don't work. And you've been trying to fit yourself into it and thinking you're bad because it's not working, but you're not bad. And so you got to acknowledge this isn't working for me, so let's figure out what does work. And Yolanda, a card for Jenna, most certainly yes. For your daughter. King of Pentacles reversed. This week, do not think about what other people, parents are going to hate me for this one, but Jenna, don't think about what other people, friends, family, society tell you you must be or you should be. Obviously, you have to stay within the confines of the actual rules you're supposed to follow, but in the larger sense, think about who you are and what you want, and allow your life to be an expression of who you are and what you want. And thank you all so much for the feedback. I do see it. I don't always read it aloud, but I see it and I appreciate it. Okay. The next request I see is for my good friend Amy Emberhart, who will be presenting at StarCon 2023. Here is a card for you. The Devil, which in this deck is called Materialism, but I think it's a lot more than that. And, you know, this week you are going to spend some time dealing with black, whether it's health stuff or money stuff or house stuff or whatever. You got to deal with all the black stuff, but deal with it so that you can get on to the good stuff. Kristen Louise, you have so many members, but you remember all their stories. Okay, so truth be told, some of the members, not all of them, do have private readings with me, and so it's easier to remember their stories. But, you know, if you show up, even if I never talk to you one-on-one, if you're here a couple of times a week over a period of time, yes, I will remember you. Absolutely. Okay. Who's next? Who's next? Who's next? So I see lots of feedback here. Kimmy, you're the next person I see here. Here is a card for the week for you. The Five of Pentacles. This week, look for the good things. You're going to feel like some things are not going your way. You're going to feel like some things really kind of suck. And you can acknowledge that, and that's okay. But look for the good things, because there'll be good things here too, but they just may be hidden. You have to look for them. All right. So I saw Zuri pop in, Yatsuri Shop, but I didn't see a card request for her. Did I miss it or not? Zuri, if you're still here, I'm doing a card for you. Here it is. Yatsuri Shop. Zuri, my friend, this is a card for you. Zuri, this week, pay attention. Pay attention to paperwork. Pay attention to health. Pay attention to family. Pay attention to all the crap that you don't want to pay attention to, but it will serve you in the end. All right. Quinn, you're the next one. Quinn Kilharius, nice to see you. Good Lord, you read for yourself. You got the Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords, and Six of Pentacles when you read for yourself today. So it feels like there is help coming for difficult things. You may be that help. It may be coming through you or from you, but there is help coming for you. So that's good. Let's see what I get for you, my friend. Five of Swords reversed. You know, sometimes it's about compromise. Sometimes it's about recognizing that there's some battles you just can't win. And so you have to find a way to compromise yourself in that way. You have to find a way to reframe the story and tell the story differently. Think about that this week. Okay. Aria Wilson is the next request that I see here. Here is a card for you, Aria Wilson. The Wheel of Fortune reversed. So this week, you know, this is the week that you want to like double check everything, right? When you're coming out of the ladies' room, make sure that your skirt's pulled down the way it's supposed to be. Make sure you don't have toilet paper on your shoe. All the stupid things. Check and double check everything this week. It could be just a lot of tough stuff that you're dealing with, and whole other topic, but also important for this week as regards this card, be aware of patterns in your life. And if it's a pattern that you don't like in your life, see it and break it. Leslie Jones, good morning to you. Nice to see you. Here we go, Leslie. The High Priestess reversed. It's not your fault. Stop feeling guilty. Stop being hard on yourself. Seriously, give yourself some real grace this week. Feb Bourne, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Feb Bourne, the Seven of Swords. Like this week, you are really trying to figure out what and who to trust. What's trustworthy, what's not trustworthy. There may be some things around you that you already know aren't trustworthy. But trust yourself. That's key. Trust yourself. There may be some other things in people where you need to give them the benefit of the doubt. There may be others you just need space. So really be very aware of your own spidey senses in figuring out what's true and what's not, and what's trustworthy and what's not. Claire Lilly, so nice to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Claire Lilly will be speaking at StarCon as well. Okay, here's a card for you. The world, the world, the world. So, Claire, this is a great card. It feels like you've got completion on some really important projects, and you're working on getting those projects out into the world so the world can appreciate them. Hallelujah. Very, very good. Clarka, nice to see you. Jenny, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Jenny, here we go. The King of Swords reversed. Jenny, Jenny, Jenny. If you have a non-communicative man in your life, you're going to have to really figure that one out this week. There may be some issues around communication with a gentleman or in general. So pay special attention to communication and the importance of communication. Do not be afraid to step up to leadership if you need to. Kathy, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Sorry you're having internet issues, but glad you're here. Here is a card for you. And Kathy, thanks for being a member. The Ten of Wands. So Kathy, this could be a hard week. You could be kind of tired. Make sure you do good self-care. Make sure you give yourself some time and some rest. But remember, the things you're doing, the things you're working toward will be successful and are worthwhile. Autumn Pond, you gave me some money and I appreciate that. And I'm so glad you're a member. Thank you so much for that. I see you retracted a message. I'm just going to go ahead and give you your card right now. Here we go, Autumn Pond. The Four of Swords, Autumn Pond. Take some time this week for yourself. Rest, retreat, time alone, meditation, go to the beach, read a book. Take care of yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. That is so important. That's what you need to do. Take care of you. Oh, and there it is. I see your request now. Very good. Okay, Marianne Nadger? Probably Nadger, I think. Let me know. I'm so sorry if I did not pronounce that correctly. So what we do on Monday is a card for the week going forward. If you want to ask a specific question, you have to join us on Saturday for the Saturday Psychic Sampler. So a card for the week for you. You're the second one to get it. Seven of Swords. And so this actually does fit with your question. When you make a decision this week, figure out if you trust or if you don't trust. If you can trust it, do it. If you can't trust it, don't do it. Use your gut and your past experiences, that's the word. Your gut and your past experiences to help you figure out what you're trusting and what you're not trusting. Yatsuri, yes, you got skipped, but then it came to me. You were thinking about me psychically, so I did give you your card, yes. All right, Christy Silva, 74117. Here's a card for you. You're the second one to get it. King of Swords reverse. Pay attention to good communication. You be a good communicator and be clear. If someone says something to you that you don't understand or you're not sure about or you take offense to, ask for clarification. Do not jump to conclusions about something you hear or see. Ask for clarification. Oh, Kristen Louise, you got skipped. I'm so sorry. And anyone else, if I accidentally skipped you, because I've been going back and forth a lot. If I accidentally skipped you, please reiterate your request. I do apologize. It is not my intention to skip anyone. Kristen Louise, third week having 2 jobs and successfully exercising for 5 days. Wow. Well done. Well done. Here is a card for the week. And you know what? This week is going to fly by. And even though you're working hard and doing a lot, I think you're going to be able to keep it up. And it's just going to go. You're in a good groove. You keep going with that groove. It is going to serve you so well. Just keep going. Very well done. Do I have time today for a FaceTime reading? Depending on the time, absolutely yes. Give me a text. Yes. Okay, Horse Van Dunn, here you go. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being here. Horse Van Dunn, Ace of Pentacles reversed. Not how we prefer it. Let's turn it right side up. Horse Van Dunn, self-care for you and Doug all week. Take really good care of yourself and enjoy it. You know, be spiritual about it. Be spiritual about your self-care. Walk on the ground, too. Do a lot of grounding work, grounding exercises, garden, play with your crystals. I know you got some. So work on grounding and self-care this week. Clumsy Clairvoyance, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Clumsy Clairvoyance, Ace of Swords reverse. Do not, under any circumstances this week, allow yourself to BS yourself. Be in your own truth. Find your own truth and be in it even if you don't like it. Allow it. All right. Oh, Autumn Pond, you've got time off coming. That is fabulous. I want to remind everyone, we have 2 classes coming up this week. I've been promoting Thursday's class, but I haven't been promoting tomorrow's class. What's wrong with me? I don't know. 2 classes, Tuesday and Thursday. So tomorrow evening, 7 p.m., the final 7 major arcana cards. your journey towards spiritual enlightenment. Don't miss it, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Link is already up. And Thursday, September 1st, start the month out right, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Tarot Venn diagrams. Join us for both if you can. Ashley, I may have skipped you. I am so sorry. Here's a card for you. And anyone else, this is last call for reading, so if I accidentally skipped you, let me know. Or if you haven't requested and you want to, now's the time. Last call for readings, y'all. Here we go. Ashley, the Hermit reversed. What good is sitting alone in your room? Seriously, get out this week. Get out. Have fun. Get out amongst friends. Talk to a friend. Don't take things so heavy. Take it light and have some fun this week. Seriously. Whether you feel like it or not, it'll make you feel better. All right. Anyone else? New requests I skipped. I want to thank you all so much for being here. I want to thank you for the great feedback. Thank you for the love. Thank you for those who have helped out with super chats and super stickers. Special thanks to the members. Please do remember to like this page. And if you like the content we're doing here, please tell your tarot friends about it. Get them on over here. Lots of tarot channels on YouTube, but I'm pretty confident in saying no one's doing what we're doing here. Join us for class tomorrow night. The final 7 cards of the Major Arcana, Devil through World. Join us. Looking forward to that. And remember to join us on Thursday for Tarot Venn diagrams. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. Have a great week. Card for Mark. Yes, you can. This is for Yolanda, a card for Mark. 6 of Wands. Mark's going to have some good stuff happen this week. He will be successful in what he does this week, and he needs to be focused on his own success. All right. My friends, thank you so very much. I will look forward to seeing you.